folks, to Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage. One last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. And we'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the LSU Tigers, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up with a semifinal collision. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Guys up front lined up. It's first down. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. They'll bring him down just short of the 20.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Important second down play coming up. He hands it off from the gun. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line. The Ducks hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Handoff from the shotgun. And the sophomore brought down after an excellent run.
Well, the scouting report on this running back was that he is an elite ball carrier, and he is proving to be that here early in this game. These first few carries, not only the strength, but the quickness and acceleration to get upfield and get positive yards on display.
Second down play coming up. Play action fake, looking to throw. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Caught right near the sideline for a big gain. And he finally steps out of bounds after a huge gain. It'll be first down and goal. So that huge gain quickly sets up a first and goal just inside the 10. The offense with some pre-snap motion. First and goal, handoff. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
You know, when the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line, you love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. That puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
Line for the end zone, running it right up the gut. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, great job by this defense on this second down run. Just stonewalled him at the line of scrimmage. Now they get a chance to really pressure the quarterback here, try to get off the field.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And they're able to get him down.
Boy, what a great job by this defense. They have really tightened things up here inside the 10-yard line. Seems like they're almost daring the offense to go for it here on fourth down. Let's see what the decision is.
This one is right through. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's tackled at the 25, the same spot it would have been, and he left it in the end zone. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Inside give now from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, this is what I'd love to see from a defense. As the linebackers are scraping doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
And they'll give it to the back. Solid run. They'll bring it down at the 28-yard line. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Looking for the wide out. And it's complete downfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's 3rd down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Good enough for first down yardage.
Chris, I know we think about LSU. We go back to 2019, Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, that dynamic offense. But at the end of the day, it's still LSU. It's still the SEC. And ground and pound is something they will never move away from. Great job here. Move the sticks.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Try to run it with the option. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
The important 3rd down play coming up. And the back now goes in motion. Looking downfield, it's Arnold. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Right down the middle. And that will tie the game here. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot. So sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
I mean, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Critical 3rd down play for this offense right here. Hand it off for a draw. Bites off a defender. Moves the ball to the 25. Good enough for a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Hey, a first down here by this Oregon offense. Nice to see the quarterback and receiver in sync and very efficient. Something that Oregon really prides itself on. As much as you want to think about that quarterback with the ability to run, remember, they can hurt you with their arm as well.
Finds a man open on the right side downfield. That's a big gain across midfield all the way to the opponent's 35. The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. No shot to bring him down. They bring him down, but a solid run there by the sophomore.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Single back takes the handoff. Ball carrier running through tackles. The gain moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal.
Because I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Catch made on the left side. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher second down on the way. Looking downfield, it's Bush. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Oregon. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They settled for a field goal last time out. They're looking for the end zone here, no doubt. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. In the clear at the 25. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Steps out of bounds, but not before a huge gain on the ground. Had a chance to get him down. The defender could not do it, and it results in a huge gain.
Yeah, it looked like they had a hand on him near the line of scrimmage, but he is so strong, he's able to run through that. Let's give credit to the receivers downfield, because anytime you have a long run like that, it's usually because of being helped out by the wide receivers and their perimeter blocking, and we saw that there.
And now the running back's got it again. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Oh, and now he fumbles the ball. It bounces past the sideline, out of bounds, and they avoid the turnover there.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
Second down and goal. And they'll try the quarterback sneak. He goes sneak on second down, but stop for no gain. That defense making it very tough down here.
Well, I don't blame them to go with the quarterback sneak here to try to pick up just enough yards for the first down. But, hey, man, give credit to that defense. They did not budge at all. They kept him short of the first down.
The defense is hanging tough here. Now it's third and goal from the 1. Scanning the field, it's Arnold. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
So now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit. And the kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's tackled at the 25, same spot it would have been, and he left it in the end zone. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. Their last possession was a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive. Can the defense come up with answers this time? Looking to make a big play downfield. Catch made down inside the 20. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal.
That's one way to be able to move the football up the field in a hurry. These are the types of plays that can really galvanize an offense.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and suddenly we're looking at a 1st and goal situation. Movement here from the tight end. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. When they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
No problem with the PAT. The lead 17-6 now. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Tough to win these games kicking field goals. They know they need to reach the end zone this time. The back's got it on the pitch. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
That run sets up a critical 3rd down play. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a 1st down.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. That's a strong stiff arm. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Tackled up near midfield at the 48. Now it's 2nd down here.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Handoff taken following the right tackle. Makes a nice move there. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
It's a good, solid gain. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Dropping back. It's Arnold. Hits the running back in the flat. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a 1st down. So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. That short completion sets up a 3rd down play. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. It's pulled in, completion on a diving catch.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
That completion makes it second and short. Looking to throw yet again. Lets it fly to the wideout. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hold on here. We do have a flag down. Let's see what that's about. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. KHAs up and good to get a little bit closer. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Goes to his right side there for the completion. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. One play, and they're already past the 40. First and 10. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. He'll take a deep shot here. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. He didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking. Looking to pass. It's Arnold. He flips it to the back across the middle. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a first and 10. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. He's moving out of the pocket. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point. Move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important. But sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
So the ball at midfield, now the offense facing a third and long. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half as they try to make some adjustments here. And the punt team now on to kick it away. He's on to boot it away now. And the returner will be brought down. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. They've got to be pleased with their performance here in the first half. Let's see if they just play it cautious and get to the break in front. And it's intercepted. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up the offense at the 39.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
That play makes it second and 10. To throw, it's Arnold. Defense is coming after him. He's running out of time here. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal yardage to the 9. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. And the quarterback dropping back. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And left with no option, just has to throw it away. So on second down, they'll try out the field goal unit, trying to get 3 before halftime. And that is no good. And it's still a 4-point margin after the miss.
Man, I thought he hit that pretty clean. Good hold by the holder. Everything looked to be the way you'd like as a kicker. He just misses it, and the ball trailed on him and ends up hitting the upright.
That gain moves the ball out near the 25. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Ducks will kick this deep to begin the second half. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Gets some space around the 30. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive and ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
A change of direction. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Sophomore brought down after a nice run. The Ducks are in the red zone now. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. The shotgun handoff here. Physical run earns the first down.
Was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Keep it on the ground on first and goal. And now the defense able to bring him down. All right, it's second down and goal now for this offense. To the air, it's Bush. Trying to extend the play. Pass caught, can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. So the offense flexing here, and stretching their lead here in the second half.
Now that touchdown gives you a little bit more breathing room, but now it's up to your own defense to help preserve that lead so you can go back out and build onto it in the second half.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drop. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession, ended in a pick. Running out of time in the pocket. He's sacked. He'll be brought down right at the 5-yard line.
This defense recognized that this offense wanted to throw the football. They pinned their ears back, got into attack mode, and came up with a nice sack.
2nd and long for this offense after the sack. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the mark.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
He's got a man down the middle. And it's good for a first down to the 36. The offense operating at peak efficiency to come to the line again. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Pressure is coming. He's hit just before the throw, and it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. So 2nd down after the incompletion. He'll hand it off. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Chris, what I love here is just vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
And they'll go right back to him on 1st down. A quick juke. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Looking to pass. It's Arnold. Here's the throw deep downfield. That deep shot is caught for a big gain.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
That huge play sets up a great opportunity. 1st and goal just outside the 5. Handoff here from the shotgun. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, LSU. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the 4th quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
And he makes the catch in the end zone. The 2-point try gets them within a field goal now. Now they get set to kick it away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. They had a brilliant touchdown drive last time, mixing the run and the pass. Can they keep that going again? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
He's moving out of the pocket. Looking to throw it deep. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Finally brought down, but this is a big play. Moves the ball down to the 21. The Ducks come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Back to pass. It's Bush. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Catch made on the right side. Touchdown, Ducks. Strong game by this quarterback.
Boy, great job here of finding him again. That's his 2nd touchdown reception in this football game.
The extra point makes it a 10-point game. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Picks up some blocks. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tigers. He will score. A kick return for a touchdown in a playoff game. This stadium has come alive.
How badly does this guy and this unit want to get to the national championship? This is huge and a game-changing moment that I think we may be looking back at as was a turning point in the game. Great blocks and great speed there for the touchdown.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? And here's the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. And the Ducks looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Now they test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Dropping back, it's Bush. Wow, lays out and makes a spectacular catch.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. How about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
Lets it go quickly. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. Not much on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 41. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. There's the handoff. The pickup is 5 yards, so it's second down and 5. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. It's an option look. They'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Here's the second down play. A pre-snap motion from the offense. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And that run produces a decent gain.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally. It can create some vertical seams through this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense.
Got space, looking to score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they take the lead in the fourth quarter. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT up and good. The lead is 4 here in the final quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to put this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Brought down at the 28, and that's good enough for a first down.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Back to throw. It's Bush. He's escaping the pocket now. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Tackle made after a big gain.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
And looking to throw now on first down. Fires it to the wideout. That's going to be incomplete. A first down drop here in the middle of the field. Offense getting set. It's second down. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. It's a highlight reel diving catch there. The Ducks have 1st and 10 here. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Back to throw again. The pass rush closing in. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Going to try to use his legs here. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. Costly holding penalty there. Backs him up 10 yards. Offense self-destructing. Penalty makes it 1st and 20. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the 1st down. The Ducks move into the red zone. Quarterback's got it on the option. Just trucks the man. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little.
Touchdown, Oregon. And they'll claim the 4th quarter lead.
I think the quarterback does a great job of looking through all of his progressions. Nobody's there. He finds the back out of the backfield. Nobody picks him up. He's able to catch the ball and then find his way into the end zone.
PAT is good. They take a 3-point lead here in the final quarter. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. Looking to scramble. He's going to take off. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. From the shotgun, handoff inside. There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage.
I know this defense works very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again. Bringing pressure. He breaks free. On the run here, lets it go. Not the accuracy we expect from this senior quarterback. He threw it behind the receiver. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, keep hammering away with that run game. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. The shotgun running play call. They make the tackle, but that's a solid. Ball to the 34. Ooh, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain. Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. Back to pass. It's Arnold. There's a shot toward the end zone.
The ball is picked off. And he's got some open field ahead. Across midfield. Inside the 40. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down. So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. Can they play keep away here? Just protect this lead in the final 2 minutes. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
With the defensive coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Now it's third and short in the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. And they'll run it with the draw play. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So on fourth down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. He knocks this one right through.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Getting set to kick off after extending the lead with a field goal. The offense knows they have a long way to go and not much time to get there. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Here we go. They need a touchdown. They got some time to work with here, but they got to be precise and manage the clock wisely. Looking to throw. It's Arnold. Defense is coming after him. He's hit as he throws it. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. And that is a first down gain. Moves the ball to the 40. We'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. On first down, it's play action. He's running out of time here. Cannot get the throw off. He's taken down with a huge play at this stage of the game.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
Now that's going to bring up a critical third down here as we're late into this football game and a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a first down.
Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Finds the receiver wide open. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. So here we go. Down one score. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Looking to throw for the first down. Oh, and they cannot connect. Really needed that completion. Instead, it's a turnover on downs. So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. Well, that's a great performance in the pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is